Let us see where they are heading to.
Come look, let us proceed to Midgard. Keep me, I'm trapped here and escape. Loki, what have you done? Why kill an innocent daughter? I was just throwing a stone out of mischief. Why did that silly daughter have to die? We will have to pay a price for this unthoughtful deed you have done, no, Loki. My son! My son! You've killed my son! Your son? An otter? Yes, I turned my son into an otter by magic so that he could fish in plenty for our whole family. And now you two have killed my son. It was unthoughtful of us to have slain him, old man. Is there any recompense we can give you? Recompense? For my son's life? Other sons, see these two kings. Stop. There must be a thought in your mind. I can give you gold beyond your imagination. No gold can replace my son's life. But if you can get gold to cover every single hair on my son's body, then we will spare your lives. Loki, I permit you to visit and bury the dwarf and bring his hoard of gold to me. Old man, you can keep me as hostage until Loki returns. Anvari's hoard of gold, the biggest hoard of gold. The dwarf has hid his gold in a cave on a faraway island. He even turned himself into a fish to keep his gold safe from everyone. Everyone says that his gold is cursed, but I have permission from Odin to collect the gold. Why even the queen of the seas has gave me a magic net to collect the gold. Loki, please don't take my gold, Loki. Loki, please spare me. Loki, no.
Now I am free.
Get ready. Goodwin, you, the giant witch, what have you been doing here?
I have been trapped here in Anvari's cave for many years now. But you have freed me. Now I can go back to Asgard and play with the silly minds of the
Here's Anvari's hoard of gold, the biggest hoard of gold. Is the price of your mischief paid, Loki? Gulven, you returned. What evil are you planning this time?
No evil have I planned. The gold always speaks for itself.
I had judged you to leave Asgard.
But now no one can deny me entry into Asgard, can they?
Brother war for Ragmak Nadi, Oxen Samars of Sak Nadi. Brother war for wind for Ragmak Nadi, Oxen Samars of Sak Nadi. Skegna Marista, Skogna Maduya, Skegna Marista, Skogna Maduya, Deda Tabur, Prevas, Deda Tabur, Prevas.
I spread gloom and forebode. Odin All-Father, Gulvek is spreading gloom wherever she goes.
And Loki is being too friendly with her. He hardly comes to speak with us.
And I see that Loki sneaks out to see Asgard very often.
Odin All-Father, it's time you put an end to the deeds of Gulvek once and for all. So it is. Hereby, Gulvek is judged to be slain. Gulvek, appear before the council of gods.
No harm can come to me.
See?
Nothing. See, I told you no harm can come to me, old man. Ah!
The unthinkable has been done. In the council of gods, blood is spilled. The hot summer winds, the long humid days, the salted embrace comes in through the days. The end of the summer we keep up the heat, the fiery summer we feeling so beat. She has been rightly judged. Odin has slain her with his spear.
Gulvek, my dear friend, you Aesors have killed her. Where is she? She is outside the wall of Asgard, Loki, but she is far gone. Now leave her thoughts and be with the dwellers of Asgard. Loki? No, never. I will go and save her.
I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest shadows of the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you, to get to you.
Gulvek, my dear friend, where are you? These Aesors have burned you. How can I save you? What? You have stayed back? You have left your heart for me?
And thus, upon meeting the unburned heart of Gulvek the witch, Loki the mischievous now becomes Loki the hater.
Following for the landmark Nadi, oaks in summers of Saknadi. Breather war forming for the landmark Nadi, oaks in summers of Saknadi. Sena Marista, Skorna Maduya. Skorna Maduya, Reda Dabur, Amma Premas, Reda Dabur, Amma Premas.
Come, Loki. Take a seat next to Bragi the poet. Not besides Bragi, the most coward of fallen dwellers of Asgard. You can't speak so rudely at a feast, Loki. It is improper. Freya, why were you not so proper when you chose to leave your husband and your little daughter and run after the golden necklace of the giant women?
Take place place beside Vidar, my silent son, O Loki, and let your tongue which drips bitterness be silent.
All the aces and Vanes listen to your words, O Odin, but we will not forget. It was you who started the war between our brothers, Aces and Vanes. You also permit me to work craftily on the one who built the wall around Asgard at the price. And Frey? Not against Frey may you speak, O Loki. He is generous. He is the one amongst us who spares the defeated and frees the captive. See, speaking tin, put that sword away. You may not have a hand to hold that sword of yours. And Frey, I will not get bribed by a feast. I will tell the truth about you to everyone. You chose to give up your sacred sword for marrying Gerda, the fair giantess. That sword was supposed to protect us at the final battle. Since you Aces and Vanes, you feast here, but you have already lost the final battle of yours. Soda shall triumph over you and burn everything just like you burned my friend Gulbey. You, Loki the betrayer, you planned to leave me dead in the giant Georg's house, but now you will be dead by the stroke of this hammer.
Not in this hall may slain be done, son Thor. Keep your hands upon your hammer.
Loki went beyond the walls of Asgard. He crossed the Bifrost, the rainbow bridge, and cursed it. He went further and further to a place more evil than any region in Jotunheim, the realm of giants. He went to the iron wood where foul witches dwell and married one of them. Angaboda was a name. Together they had children that took on red shapes. They were the most terrible of the foes that were to come against the dwellers of Asgard in the final battle, the twilight of gods. There were two places that meant strength and joy. One was Iduna's garden, and the second was the beast den, where Baldur the beloved dwelled. In beast den, no crime had ever been committed, no blood had ever been shed, no falseness had ever been spoken. Aces and Vaners came here when they felt gloomy and stern, and in peace den they had their hearts feel hopeful again. The dwellers of Asgard found contentment and hope in peace den after they sent away the dreadful of Loki's children. Baldur was beautiful. So beautiful was he that all the white blossoms on earth were called by his name. Baldur was happy. So happy was he that all the birds sang his name. So just and so wise was Baldur that the judgment he pronounced might never be altered. But even in Baldur's stead, foreboding came.
What happened, little Rosa? Freya's child? I had a nightmare last night. I am unable to ignore it. I saw Hela and her kindred. She is preparing a chamber for one of the Aces. She is coming to take one of us. I know what your heart fears, Frigga, my wife and mother of Baldur. I will go and confer with the prophetess and find out who is it that Hera is preparing to deceive. The silver bird
called on war the prophetess. The rains have drenched me and the storms have shaken my bones for more seasons living. No living voice has a right to call me. It is I, Odin, who calls, for whom is the bed prepared and the seat left empty in Hela's habitation. It is for Baldur, Odin's son, is the bed prepared and the seat left empty. Now let me go back to the sleep with the dead. Who stands with his head unbowed and will not mourn for the loss of Baldur? You can see far but not clearly. You cannot wake me up till the fires of Muspelheim blaze over my head. Volva, no! For thee, here in the lowlands, I will return to thee, hills of the north, blue lake and rocky shore. I will return once more. Bum didiada, bum didiada, bum didiada, bum. Frigga, my queen, our worst fears are about to come true. Hela has set her eyes upon Baldur, everyone's beloved.
Wait for me, Odin. Wait for me. I will return.
On a rocky ledge, I'll build my wigwam close to the water's edge, silent and still. Blue lake and rocky shore, I will return once more. Boom didiada, boom didiada, boom didiada, boom.
Odin, rejoice! Dwellers of Asgard, rejoice! I have collected promises from everyone and everything that no harm will come to Baldur, everyone's beloved. Hela might prepare a place for him, but neither fire nor water, nor earth nor stone, nor great wood, not birds nor beasts, nor creeping things, nor poisons nor diseases would help her bring him down. Baldur, Hela has no arms to draw you to her. Everyone, prepare for games. You will see how strong the promises hold. Lady Frigga, why is everyone throwing things at Baldur? They are hurling all sorts of heavy and dangerous things at Baldur, my beloved son, and all of Asgard cheers to see that neither fire nor water nor great would harm him, because I have collected promises from them all. But why would they not harm him? Is there nothing in the world that has not taken an oath to harm Baldur? Yes, everything that is strong, harmful, powerful enough to cause harm has promised me not to harm Baldur. But there is one thing though, but it is so small and weak that I passed by without noticing it. What can it be, my lady? The mistletoe. It grows without root or stem. Surely, what can a simple mistletoe do to anyone? Why are you not entering the games?
I am Odin, the blind son of Odin. How can I throw anything at Baldur when I cannot even see him?
Well, he's your brother. You should enter his game. Let me help you. Here, it's not much, just a simple mistletoe. Ah! Odin, what has happened to our son?
Frigga, a simple mistletoe has cost us his life. Hela has won our Baldur from us.
No, I will not have this. Who amongst you is in my love and goodwill? Who will go down to Hela's realm and ask her to take you instead of Baldur? Odin's steed is ready. I, Hermod, son of Odin and brother of Baldur, will ride down to Hela's realm and see if she will take me instead of Baldur.
Who dares to enter Hela's realm? Who is the one the colors of lights demand?
I, Hermod, I have come to see if Hela will take me instead of Baldur.
We are calling Hela's habitation. Are you sure you want to go in?
Yes, everyone mourns the loss of Baldur. Hope has disappeared and I cannot allow that.
In that case, travel the whole world and check if everyone is crying for the loss of Baldur. After you are sure that everyone is crying for the loss, you can come here. Take thy flight, fly above the sorrows of this dark night. Up Yes.
Yes, everyone mourns the loss of Baldur. Now I can go back with assurance and bring Baldur back from the dead. Crow, why do you not mourn the loss of Baldur? The whole world cries. I don't feel of loss of Baldur. I will not cry. How could you not cry? You must cry and join in the grief. Crow, crow. Now I must be the bearer of bad news in Asgard.
Take that flight, fly above the sorrows of this dark night.
My fellow Asgardians, I return with bad news. Hela will not take me instead of Baldur. Baldur, son, I must tell you of a secret place, son. Take thy flight, fly above the sorrows of this dark night. Up above, as you fly, can you see the dawn of tomorrow's sky?
And thus, Loki got revenge from the Asgardians. Revenge for the loss of his friend Gulveig, and revenge for the separation from his children. Asgard was forever changed. Gloomy and stern, the Asgardians prepared for the final battle. the twilight of gods. The gods had already compromised their chances of winning. So now Odin was preparing an army to support them, an army of Earth's fallen heroes, champions of Valhalla. The giants, on the other hand, were preparing a ship to ferry them to the final battle. Riders of Muspelheim, the fire realm, were preparing their charge. Snow fell on the four quarters of the world. Icy winds blew from every side. The sun and the moon were hidden by storms. It was a 3-year-long winter. Children of men might hardly keep alive in the dread winter. Brother fell on brother and slew him. All over there were mighty battles. Mightily grew the wolves that were going to devour the sun and the moon. Everyone awaited the call of Ragnarok. The cocks crew in Hela's habitation. Another cock crew in Jotunheim. A third cock crew in Asgard. A dog barked. A hound with a sharp mouth. The tree Yggdrasil moaned in all its branches. The giants moved their ship. The hosts of Muspelheim gathered their horses. And Fenrir the wolf, son of Loki, rent the rock to which it was tied. The galloping of the horses of the riders of Muspelheim was heard. Loki laughed. Heimdall blew his horn. 800 champions of Valhalla were ready to march.
The final battle has come. Dwellers of Asgard, champions of Valhalla, we will battle and give our lives and let our world be destroyed. But we will not let those evil powers live after us.
In the dark forest, the Vanir stood against the host of Muspelheim. Surtur came with all his riders, all flaming with fire before them. Frey, Gerda, Njord, Skadi, they all fought till they could. Alas, they all perished, and Surtur marched towards Asgard. Out of Hela's ship sprang Fenrir the wolf. His mouth gaped, his upper jaw hung against the earth, and his lower jaw hung against the earth, and his upper jaw scraped the sky. Against the wolf, Odin All-Father fought. Odin fought with his spear, Odin fought with all his might. Alas, by Fenrir the wolf, Odin was slain. The younger gods were now advancing to the battle, and Vidar, the silent god, came face to face with Fenrir. He laid his foot on the wolf's lower jaw. With his hand he seized the upper jaw and tore his gullet. Thus died Fenrir, the fiercest of all the enemies of gods. Thor was busy fighting the giants. He fought with his hammer. He could not come to save Odin, but he knew very soon he will join him. Jormungand, the monstrous serpent, was ready to pour forth all the venom and overwhelm all. But Thor sprang forward and crushed him with a stroke of his hammer, Mjolnir. The serpent fell. and Thor stepped back. But in a final blow, the serpent blew his venom over Thor and blinded and choked and burned Thor. Thor, the world's defender, perished, but made sure the monster serpent perished too. Heimdall, the watcher of gods, was boarding the Rainbow Bridge. Heimdall knew that riders of Muspelheim are going to charge across the Rainbow Bridge, the Bifrost as it was called. The riders came, but before them came somebody else to make sure that the road is cleared for the riders of Muspelheim. Loki sprang from his ship. Heimdall was at the bridge. Heimdall and Loki strove with each other with their swords, their mighty swords. Loki kept on laughing, and Heimdall, with his eyes set on Loki, fought with all his might. Bravely he fought with the cackling Loki until Loki slew Heimdall and Heimdall slew Loki. Bravely fought Tyr, the god who had sacrificed his sword hand, his right hand, for the binding of the wolf Fenrir. Bravely he fought, and many of the powers of evil perished by his strong left hand alone. But Gam, the hound with bloody jaws, slew Tyr. And thus fell one of the strongest warriors of Asgard. And now, riders of Muspelheim came down on the field. Bright and gleaming were their weapons. Before them and behind them went wasting fires. Surtur cast fire upon earth. The tree Yggdrasil took fire and burned in all its great branches. But fearful the fire that Surtur brought on earth destroyed him and all his host. The world caught up on soul and money, the sun and the moon. The stars fell and there was darkness everywhere in the world. The seas flowed over the burnt earth and wasted places, and the skies were dark. There was no sun, there was no moon, there were no stars. The whole world was submerged in waters. At last, after many, many years, the seas drew back and the earth appeared again, green and beautiful. A new sun and a new moon appeared in the heavens. 4 of the younger gods stood on the highest of the world's peaks. They were Vidar and Vali, the sons of Odin, and Modi and Mati, the sons of Thor. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, was found, and so were the runes of wisdom. There was a heaven above Asgard, Gimli, untouched by Surtur's fire. Odin had informed Baldur to wait for him over there. Baldur and Hodor came from Hela's habitation, and the gods sat on the peak together and made their way to Gimli. Deep in a wood, two of humankind were left. The fire did not touch them. They were sleeping during the war, and when they awoke, the world was beautiful and green again. A woman named Liftresser and a man named Lift. They walked abroad in the world, and from them came men and women who spread themselves over the earth. The end.